Welcome back. Today we are going to learn what is unit testing and how to do unit testing with the help of Jest, okay, of JavaScript code. Okay, students are ready to learn what is unit testing today. I hope you already started learning this if I'm not wrong, but today we can take some examples. We can write some code and we should write again some code to test the previous code. Okay, so why unit testing is very important, and whether it is very important for each and every application, or in which situation we should use it, in which situation we should leave it, this unit testing. Okay, yeah. And okay, how many of you know about unit testing? Anyone? And just let me know once the YouTube live is coming properly or not. Hopefully live is coming. Okay, yeah, thank you. So whenever you're right now in the market, whenever you got a chance to work with any big product based companies, definitely they will ask you to write unit test cases for each and everything. Okay, even sometimes they will expect 100% code coverage. Okay, what is 100% code coverage and what is a unit testing and why unit testing is very important? Okay, we are going to learn all those things. Okay, I think all day I wasted 2 or 3 minutes. Let's jump into the topic. Okay, first of all, let's see what is unit testing. Unit testing is the process where you test the smallest functional unit of code. Okay, so normally we used to write functions, maybe classes, and we are building components, and then collection of components like a big UI, and with the help of that we are building a e-commerce applications and large scale applications. So here what is unit testing means? We should test the smallest functional unit of code. Okay, so even if you write a simple function, we should test it through unit testing. Okay, how we can write our own code with our code only. Okay, that's what very interesting, and many people will get doubt, right? Because already we are writing the code, and if you want to test it, like testing team will do testing, right? Why developer need to write the test cases for his own code? Okay, so everything we can discuss with the help of examples. So here I'm writing some simple app. Okay, so this app, so I'm going to initialize one JavaScript application. So just first of all, I'm just opening the empty folder in VS Code, where this is our application. We are building from the scratch, so we can write npm init -yes. Okay, -yes. So hopefully you know what will happen. After that, you will see the one package.json file, and the main is the index.js file. So now you can write some logic. You can create a module. So what I'm doing, I'm just creating a function, simple file name called sum.js. Okay, the file name is sum.js, that is the module. Okay, here I'm writing simple. The requirement for this module is just add function or sum, whatever it is. You can give a sum as well, or sometimes if you are getting confusion, you can write math.js or something. Just a minute, that is your choice. I hope you already have a basic knowledge in JavaScript and Node.js. So based on that, you can write anything. So I'm taking the sum.js because in the Jest documentation they have taken the same example. That's why even whenever you go through the documentation, it will be easy for you initial stage. That's why I'm taking the same example. So function, you can write add. Okay, add or something. Okay, this function expect two parameters, that is x comma y, and we can say that return x plus y. This is a very simple thing, very simple thing. And you know that how to export it. Module dot exports. Okay, either you can just export like this add, or it's better to export as a object, so that even in future if you want to add export few more things, you can add it. Okay, so right now I'm just exporting like this with the object. Okay, first of all, let's see, let's use that function in index.js. Okay, constant sum equal to, okay, right now we are just using a ES5 syntax. So if you're already familiar with ES6, just use like an import statement like that. For now, this is okay to write the ES5 syntax. So here sum, like first of all, let's see whether what is there in sum, because we are exporting and here we are importing. Just log it. Okay, now what I'm doing is a node I'm running on the index file. So it is clearly saying that it has a function. The function name is add. Okay, let's use that function add. So the sum dot add, so here you can write, okay, 10 comma 5, so 10 comma 5, so that it will return 15. Okay, so clear and node index, it's fine, absolutely fine. This is very simple. I hope everyone knows up to this point. Students, understood what I'm trying to explain? Just we have created a node package and we have created an index.js file. Okay, and we have created another module called sum.js, and we have exported that simple function, and we have imported through with the help of ES5 syntax, and we have utilized that function. Everything is good. Now why we need to test this simple function? Okay, unit testing means they are suggesting we should test the smallest function. What is that abbreviation? What is functional unit of code? So right now this is the smallest functional unit of code which we have in our application, so we should test it. So normally we can say that, Raghu, this is a simple add function and x plus x comma y, we can do x plus y, it will always work. Why we need to test it? Okay, but if you see, there is a programmer called Raghu. Okay, what he did, he just hard coded like this. Okay, 5 plus 5. Okay, so index.js, okay, this sum.js, this module developed by Raghu, and index.js, suppose another student or another person who is working in a project, he has just imported that one and he has just tested like 5 comma 5, it's working fine. Let's see, he will test it. Okay, you will see like I have given 5 plus 5, it is 10. Okay, he didn't test 15 comma 5 or 10 comma 5, only he has tested 5 comma 5. For that particular input, it is working fine, but if you see, if I give 15 comma 5, what will be the output? Tell me in the comment section. This is the simplest question on the earth. So normally if you watch any YouTube videos, they will say that if you love your mother, just click on like button. If you love your father, just add a comment like that. Okay, so everyone knows that it will be again 10, right? It should be 20, right? 15 comma 5, it should be 20, but the developer did a mistake because he has hard coded that code 5 plus 5. So if you execute this with any input, it is going to return the 10 only. So now tell me whether the code which has written by Raghu is correct or wrong in sum.js file. Just tell me correct or wrong, yes or no. If you didn't understand, just let me know, I will explain. Okay, I hope you're able to understand my simple bad English. Okay, it is wrong, right? It is wrong, because if you push this code to the production without checking, it will be a big problem. Okay, I know you people are not going to do these kind of silly mistakes, but there is a chance, because whenever you write 100 lines of code, somewhere we can do some errors, right? Somewhere we can do like human errors sometimes. So but how to avoid these things? How to avoid these things means we should test our own code, because this is not, unit testing is not testing team's job. Okay, testing team will do other testing. Okay, once we give a application to them in a testing environment, they will check all the functionalities. But whether the developer has written the proper code or not, developer has a chance to test with the help of unit testing. Okay, sometimes people will get really irritated because there's a simple function. To write this function it will take 10 minutes, but to write the test cases for this simple function will take 1 day sometimes. Okay, that's where whether we need to use a unit testing for every application or not, we can decide based on the situations. Okay, fine. Now how to avoid these mistakes? How to avoid these mistakes? That means, yes, you are saying that we should return x plus y, but this code has tested using by some other person. This code has written by Raghu don't know whether it is going to break or not. So whenever we run the application, we should know whether our logic is working properly or not. For that, we should write the test cases. Okay, I will give you one example so that you will understand how these test cases are very helpful. So for that, we have a beautiful framework library that is called Jest. Jest. It is not Just. It is just js.io. Okay, just give a big round of applause to Jest library, which is providing option for JavaScript developers to write unit test cases. Okay, I'm not saying that as a fresher you should be 100% expert in that, and whenever you write a simple code every time you need to write the test case. I'm not suggesting like that, but in product based companies or whoever following the project development life cycle or software development life cycle, once you got a job, you need to go through all these phases. That's why it's better to learn now itself. Outside, almost 80% of the students are not learning unit testing. They are focusing on MERN stack. They are learning JavaScript, React, Node, Express and MongoDB, and they are attending interviews. That is good. But if you learn unit testing, if you write some unit testing code, if you learn all the integration testing, then definitely you will be on top of those students, right? So you will get more opportunities, I'm saying. Okay, that's why I'm trying to cover all the things which we are following in the industry. Okay, fine. So let's how to use this Jest. Okay, Jest, it's very useful and it's very easy. Just like that we can use it. Okay, here we can install, okay, Jest according to this simple documentation. So here npm install. Okay, in between we have -save -dev. Okay, what does it mean? What does it mean by -save and -dev? Most of the time whenever we are installing the React, we are not doing that. Whenever we are installing some any important packages, we are not doing -save -save or dev or something. So why we need to write this? Is there any meaning for that? This one -save -dev. Anyone? Tell me. What does it mean? What is the importance of that simple key? ఎందుకు రాస్తున్నాం మనం -save -dev అని అతను ఎందుకు సజెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాడు? Do you know the importance of that or not? If anyone knows, just let me know.
అన్న ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ చేసుకోక ముందే ఏదైనా కోడ్ తప్పు రాసినప్పుడు అక్కడ ఇండికేట్ చేస్తుంది అన్న.
No. Okay, again check with the Google or check ChatGPT why what is the importance of -save -dev? What will happen? If you don't use it, what will happen? If you use it, what will happen? Yeah, Shishivardhan said it saves in what? Dev on dependency. Dev dependency na? Okay, I think yesterday, I think previous session we have discussed, right? Few packages, dev dependencies, few things are direct dependencies. Okay, if you see any React application, if you open any React application, you will see two sections, dev dependencies and dependencies. Okay, if you install React to DOM or Express.js or something, it will go under dependency section. And NodeMon or Jest, we will save as a dev dependency. Okay, what does it mean, dev dependency? Shashivardhan, thank you. And tell me, anyone, what is dev dependency? What is the meaning of dev dependency? డెవ్ డిపెండెన్సీ అంటే ఏంటి? లాస్ట్ సెషన్లో మాట్లాడినప్పుడు చెప్పారు కదా మీరు. ఓకే ఓకే, అట్లీస్ట్ యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ చెక్ ఇన్ గూగుల్ ఆర్ recollect or ask ChatGPT and let me know.
Dev dependencies are just, sir, and dependencies are Lodash, Babel kind of things.
Okay,
Inbuilt one.
okay.
Dependencies.
What is the significance of that? Why we need to put those things in dev dependency? Reason?
We may use them in a development side.
Yes, special category of npm packages that are only needed during the development phase of your project, because we don't need this package in production environment. We need this package to avoid mistakes while we are developing. Yes or no? Okay, there are lakhs of node packages are there. We will use sometimes 10 to 100 packages, but we are not going to push all those 100 packages into the production. Few node packages we will use in development environment. That means while we are developing the project, we are using those things to bring the productivity or to avoid some mistakes, but those are not required in the production. So that's fine. So just note down, this is the most important interview question, and note down and prepare the notes and understand properly what is dev dependency and what is a normal dependency. So this Jest framework is not required in production environment. Okay, if you don't know what is development environment and testing environment, production environment, actual the product will be hosted, okay, in that environment. So development environment, developers will do that, right? So while doing development, we can use some helpful packages which will improve the productivity while we are developing. Okay, now everyone understood, or still you have a question? Students, just tell me if you understand. Tell me yes, but if you say understood now, and if I ask the same question after 2 weeks, if you say I don't know, it will be a problem. Okay, so please note down and prepare notes and just revise those things. Okay, normally we will forget. Either we need to do more and more projects, then you will remember, or at least you should revise those concepts so that you will remember for a long time. Okay, fine. So now we are installing Jest as a dev dependency. So install it. So it will take maybe max 1 minute or 2 minutes based on the speed. Okay, right now if you observe, we don't have dev dependency section here. Once it is installed properly, you will see the dev dependency section. Okay, done. So if you see, have you observed that dev dependency? Okay, if you install React.js without putting like -save -dev, it will create another section as dependencies, and it will add there. Okay, Okay, fine. Hope you will understand. So we have installed Jest, but how to write the test cases? Okay, this is very important. Okay, this is very important. So now what you need to do, suppose you want to test the simple function which is there in sum.js file, So for that particular file you need to write the test cases. So for that you can create another file, sum.test.js. Okay, how to create a file? That module name dot test.js. Got it, everyone? Okay, just put that in the comment section, you will remember, because right now you're not practicing, right? Just add a comment in the meeting chat that module name dot test.js. if it is a JavaScript file, if it is a TypeScript file, you should put as a .ts. Okay, fine. So just remember, or either you can note down on a paper, that is also fine. So now we need to test this, okay. For that again I am importing, right? So constant sum is equal to require, what is the function name, like a module name, sum. So how to write the test cases, this is really interesting. So whenever I started learning first time, still I am facing lot of issue writing the test cases. But please do practice so that it will be easy for you. Okay, here there is a keyword called test. Okay, and here, okay, you need to write the heading for the test cases, and this is the callback function. Okay, in that you should write your actual test logic. Okay, these are very interesting. Hopefully you will enjoy it. Okay, first what we need to do, so you have imported, right? You have imported, and just write test. Okay, just write test. Next, give a heading for that. Okay, this is a sum of two numbers, right? So you can test, right? Sum of 1, 2 is equal to 3. Okay, this is what you are testing with that function. So if I give 1, 2, it should return 3. This is just a title. Okay, don't worry. Don't think that if you write like this, it will take as a prompt like a chat GPT and it will give something. No, this is just a title for that. And here this is a callback function. So here we are going to write our first test logic. Okay, test logic. Just a minute, someone is trying to join. Okay, test logic. So here what I'm writing, so sometimes I forgot that syntax. Without doing practice we will forget. So expect here the function what you are invoking. Okay, what you are invoking, function invocation. I hope you know that what is function invocation. And here you will see to be, and it is expecting the value. So this is the result. This is function invocation. What this function is going to return, that we need to test here. Okay, these are the matches. Okay, no problem. If we write something, we can understand. Okay, what I am writing here, observe carefully. First time it is expect. Okay, expect. Here this is our function, right? Sum comma add. Okay, in the documentation, observe carefully. In the documentation, he has exported directly. He has exported that function directly without using object notation. That's why the syntax is different. Okay, we have exported as a object. If you see, we have exported as an object. That's why we need to use sum dot add. So here what I'm passing, 1, 2. So if I pass 1, 2 as arguments to this function, it should return it should return 3. Oh my god, we have written first test case. Okay, so test sum of 1, 2 is equal to 3, and this is the arrow function. Okay, here normally This is very simple, right? Testing the sum of sum comma add 15 comma 15. This is very easy to use that function, but testing is somewhat difficult initially. So expect sum comma add 1 comma 2. So whatever it is going to return value, you can check here to be 3. Okay, let's see whether it is going to work or not. Okay, syntax is a little bit difficult for the first time, but you should do regular practice. Just remember, at least from today onwards, you should write at least one test case every day. Are you going to do that? Yes or no? Just do a promise, JavaScript promise. Okay, because in interview they will ask you to write one simple test case. Okay, you will add, right? You are going to add in a resume that I know unit testing, I know how to do a unit testing with Jest. Okay, remaining students don't know what is unit testing. They know React and all those things. You also know React and all those things, and you are writing I know that unit testing, so that you will get a better opportunity. But definitely they will test. Okay, at the time they will ask what is unit testing. Okay, then they will ask you to write at least a sample code. Okay, sometimes they will ask you to install Node and everything and just show it to me or any online code editor. So at the time you should be able to write it. So if you just see this, if you just copy paste from documentation, you are not going to remember anything in interview. I'm telling you. So that's why you should practice. Okay, you should write at least one test case every day, so that it will be helpful for in interview or in job preparation purpose. Okay, fine. So now we need to test it. Okay, we need to check whether our test case is going to be pass or fail or something. Okay, how to test that? So here one more last step is there in package.json. So if you want to test something, this test is useful for unit testing actually. Just remove this one. So here write Jest. Okay, so npm run test, then it will execute this command Jest. Okay, otherwise you can write npm run Jest or something. Okay, npm test is perfect. So now observe carefully, we are going to execute our first test case. Okay, how many of you are sure that it is going to be pass or fail? Pass or fail? Our first test case is going to be pass or fail. Okay, Varun is saying fail because maybe he found that some issue. Okay, remaining students, just tell me how much time it will take to you to respond yes or no. Interview don't take this much of time in interview. Okay, here this is a session, that's fine. You can take 1 hour to respond, no problem. Okay, fine. I'm just kidding. So npm test 1 2 3 boom. Okay, it is running. Oh, it is failed. So that means, okay, can anyone tell me why it is failed? Okay, Lakshmi said it will be pass, right? Lakshmi, maybe you are thinking, Raghu Anna, 1 plus 2 is always 3. Then how it will fail? Okay, how it will fail now? We are testing this logic 1 plus 2 is equal to 3 on the function which Raghu has written. Raghu has written 5 plus 5. If you give 1 comma 2, it is returning 5 plus 5 10 always. So that it is clearly saying that whatever the logic you have written, this sum comma add, this is absolutely wrong. This is failed. Expected result is 3, but you are receiving 10. That means it is wrong. So congratulations who said that it is going to be failed. That means they understood at least what I have written. So understand everyone? So now because while you are developing, okay, developer need to write the test cases for whatever the function you have written, and even other developers also do the same thing. So before pushing your code to a GitHub, because what you will do normally, once you got the task, you will cut the branch, right? You will cut the branch and you will do development, right? You do the development. So then normally you will push that code to again the GitHub repository. So but before pushing, what you need to do, you need to run npm test. So you should test, first of all you should write the test cases, also you should execute and you will see. So if everything is green, you can push your code. If you found something wrong, so then you should fix that issue. You should fix that. Can you tell me what is the mistake I have done, where I need to fix that? So now if you see, I will write another test case. Okay. So 5 comma 5, same logic, 5 comma 5 is equal to 10. 5 comma 5 is equal to 10. So here just give 5, here give 5. So now tell me how many test cases will be passed, how many test cases will be fail? How many test cases will be passed? Total how many test cases are there here? We have 2 test cases. How many are going to be passed? How many are going to be fail? Okay, now you understand. So clear. Just a minute. Okay, team, sorry. So let's execute it. Okay, yeah, if you see, one test case got passed, another test case got failed, another here if you see test suits. Okay, test suits. Okay, what is this test suit? Okay, test suit means what we can do. Right now we have written everything in one block. Okay, here this and this under one block only. But what we can do, we can group multiple test cases as a suit. Okay, that I will explain later, don't worry. Right now we have only one suit. That we didn't use any separate suits, that's why it is considering as one test suit. Okay, so tell me, everyone understood or not? 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 Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? So now what do we need to do? What we need to do? We need to fix. Just go and see. Whenever you did a mistake, it will clearly explains that at line 1 comma 2 3. Okay, this is wrong. This is, if you pass 5 comma 5, it is 10 because I have hard coded. That's why if you execute 100 times also, this 5 comma 5 it will be perfect. It will return 10 only. But if you pass any other number, it will be a problem. It will be a problem. So what we need to do, go and fix this x plus y. Okay, this is simple and smallest example. Okay, don't think that okay in real time application it will be as much as simple. Okay, but if you just do practice, it is definitely simple. So now again I'm just writing the test suite. Boom, it is completely in green. Congratulations, we have written successfully our test cases. Now tell me, understood or not? So most of the times whenever you are practicing lead code problems or say any other online things now, you will see like it is in the background it will say that test case is passed, test case failed, right? Did you ever tried those platforms? Lead code? ట్రై చేస్తారా? లీడ్ కోడ్లో మీరు ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాస్తారు, ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తారు, ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసినాక మీరు రాసిన ప్రోగ్రామ్ కరెక్టా కాదా అని చెప్పి కింద టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ చూపిస్తుంది. సో అది కరెక్ట్ అయితేనే, అంటే అక్కడ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్లో వాళ్ళు ఆ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ రాశారు, మీరు ఎలా లాజిక్ రాసినా అది ఖచ్చితంగా పర్ఫెక్ట్గా రాసారా లేదా అని టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ చెక్ చేస్తాయి. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ఆటోమేషన్ టెస్టింగ్. ఓకే, యూనిట్ టెస్టింగ్. సో నౌ ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ జస్ట్ టెల్ మీ ఎవ్రీవన్, is it clear? Nitish, understood or not? Nitish, Kalyan, Katyani, Lakshmi, Neena.
అన్న టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ పాస్ అయింది కదా, అదొకసారి చూపిస్తారా?
ఓకే.
అంటే లాస్ట్ దానికి దీనికి ఏం మార్చారంటే హార్డ్ కోడ్ చేయకుండా వాల్యూస్ పెట్టారు, అంతేనా?
అంతే. సో ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు హార్డ్ కోడ్ చేస్తే ఇట్ ఈస్ గివింగ్ ఆల్వేస్ 10, రైట్?
ఓకే.
అంటే ఈ ఫంక్షన్కి మీరు ఏ వాల్యూ ఇన్పుట్ ఇచ్చినా ఇది ఆల్వేస్ 10 రిటర్న్ చేస్తుంది. ఇది అంటే పర్మిటేషన్ కాంబినేషన్ ప్రకారం ఎప్పుడు పాస్ అవుతుంది? ఇది ఓన్లీ 10,0, రైట్? అండ్ 5,5 ఆర్ 6,4 అలా ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఇది పాస్ అవుతుంది. మిగతా అన్ని సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఇది ఫెయిల్ అయింది కదా. So we should write the proper logic. X plus y, that's it. Got it? Everyone. Alex, Rajshekar, Rajda, Roja, Anwar, Sai, Samata, Sasivadan, Sunita and Varun. Very good. So don't think that it's very simple. Okay, it's not that much easy. So we are writing right to be. Okay, there are lots of matches. If you see, just go through this documentation. Okay, sometimes we can check what result should not be null or result to be null, to be undefined, to be defined, to be truthy, to be falsy. Okay, lots of things are there. And moreover, in JavaScript we are going to handle the REST APIs, right? Okay, while we are REST APIs, normally in JavaScript we will use what? Promises, right? Promises. How promises will work? Synchronously or asynchronously? చెప్పండి, ప్రామిసెస్ సింక్రనస్గా వర్క్ అవుతాయా, అసింక్రనస్గా వర్క్ అవుతాయా? Okay, how it work? Asynchronously. So but then how to test asynchronous things, right? We should write, suppose you have implemented one React component and you are fetching some data from a REST API and you are building the UI. You should write the test cases for that also. Building that component is easy, I am telling you. Building that component is very easy. But writing test cases for React component is like the big headache. I am telling you. Okay, I already told you that. Because in my last company, they need 100% test coverage. Okay, 100%. Because that means 100. Because suppose in your application, suppose in this sum.js, you have written 100 lines. You should cover each and every function, and throughout the application if you have used 200 functions, okay, we should write the test cases for all the 200 functions, and all those 200 functions should work according to the test cases. So always we should take care of that, all those things. Okay, so in JavaScript these things will asynchronous, it will work asynchronously, right? And then how to test the promises? Okay, so just go and read the documentation. Don't try to learn everything on a single day. Okay, just I'm telling you, from today, if you are able to write one test case, different test cases every day, then within 15 days or 1 month, okay, you will get very familiar with the unit testing. Okay, are you going to do that, or I need to provide a training on complete unit testing? Okay, what is your expectation? Complete training, or this is enough? What do you want, baby? Okay, what do you want, students? Tell me. Shall I explain everything? How to handle asynchronous things, how to handle this or that, test cases, test source, and all those things. Okay, fine. If you are not answering means you not everything. So it's not possible to explain each and everything, because we need to focus on the development also, right? So there are hundreds of thousands of tutorials are there in the YouTube. So I will suggest few things. Okay, but whenever you face any issue, I will explain that complex things. Okay, any complex things are there. So you can just unit testing with Jest, because there are many things are there, testing packages, but Jest is most popular in Java, for at least JavaScript. So Mosh is very good, and okay, you can find, okay, here also there free code camp. So you can just go through 1 or 2 things, and you can pick up any best tutorial, and don't try to learn everything in a single day, just learn one by one. Okay, yes or no? Hopefully, because it should be there in your resume. That's why I'm telling you. Okay, unit testing with Jest should be there in your resume. And remember, if you are adding a keyword in a resume, you should have at least basic knowledge. Otherwise, don't add that in a resume. That will become a negative points. Okay, so normally whenever you attend any competitive exams, government exams, there will be negative marks, right? If you give a wrong answer, it will give -1 or something. So don't add unnecessary technologies if you don't know. So, but these are very important. That's why learn, practice, and then only add in a resume, so that your resume will be most powerful. Okay, this is just testing the JavaScript things, actually testing the JavaScript. But how to test the React application? Because with the help of Jest, we can't test all the things in React components. Okay, for that we have React testing library. Yeah, we need to learn this one also. Okay, with the help of this we can test React components, whether React components which we have developed are working perfectly or not. We should write test cases for that also. Okay, these basic things I will help you, I will teach you. Okay, DOM testing library, because we are putting lots of UI into the DOM, right, original DOM, so that we should check whether our code will work properly in production or not. So for that we should write the test cases to test the React components also. Okay, that I will provide the basic knowledge for you, but please daily spend at least 10-15 minutes to learn gradually what is unit testing, how to write all the beautiful things. Okay, testing with asynchronous code and mock functions. Okay, that is fine. I think test suits I will explain, don't worry. Test suits I will explain, I will write some. Okay, and tomorrow I'm going to explain what is, how to write the test suits, and at least one simple example for React testing library. Interested? Yes or no? Yeah, we should able to write in TypeScript. Okay, that is also very important. So gradually learn all these things, and you are doing the innovation projects, right? So now in the last 9 minutes we should discuss when to use unit testing compulsory, when we should not use unit testing as a compulsory thing. Okay, right now if you see, if you're working for if it is already a big application in the market, okay, suppose Amazon is there, okay, like product based companies are there, okay, or any good applications are there, so they need to use unit testing compulsory, because it is very very important to avoid the mistakes, okay, because they have a huge money, they can spend money on developers, and parallelly they can invest some money for testing, because here also developers only, but if you just focus on development, the time will be different, and if you want to cover development plus unit testing and all those things, okay, developer need to spend more time, right? That means it will be more cost for the company. If he is spending more time, means more days of working. So that's why these people can invest that much of amount on time for the developers, they will get the best products. But right now, suppose you are doing an innovation project, okay, innovation project. So for that, if you add a unit testing now, okay, for each and every level, for each and every line, so development will take 1 day, and writing the test cases and fixing everything will take another 2 or 3 days, okay. That doesn't mean we need to avoid testing and we can push our code with bugs. That I'm not saying that, but while you are developing now, just focus on the code, what you are writing, try to reduce bugs as much as possible, so that you can save a lot of time to write the test cases, okay. So whenever you implement something and whenever you found some error, at the time you can spend some time and you can fix it. But for each and every function, if you want to write the test cases, it will kill your time. So that's why, okay, as a product, as you are doing innovation projects from September 7th, so you parallelly, whenever you have a time, just for practice purpose, you can write the unit test cases, but no need to try to cover all lines or all functions, okay. For learning purpose you can add it, but once the application is stable, and then you can think about it, okay, based on how many team members are there, how much time you have. So development is more important than writing the test cases, just based on the time I am saying, okay. So unit testing in JavaScript or React, which is good? Because you are writing, this is for understanding purpose. I just took simple example node. I have created a simple Node.js application. I have written one module, but production applications, you are going to use React and Next.js. In that application, you should write the unit tests, and again you need to write that unit tests with the help of React testing library, okay, not that just in JavaScript. So end of the day, React is also JavaScript and Next.js is also JavaScript. So everywhere JavaScript is there. యా రోజుగా నేను చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే, యా రియాక్ట్ జేస్ అప్లికేషన్స్లో ఖచ్చితంగా చేయాలి. రియాక్ట్ జేస్ అప్లికేషన్లో ఎలా యూనిట్ టెస్టింగ్ చేయాలనేది నేర్చుకోవాలి, ఓకే. దట్ ఈస్ ద ఎండ్ గోల్. యా we have 5 minutes. Okay, if you have any questions, ask me. Any questions? Selenium versus Jest. Oh, even I'm not that much good about the Selenium. Okay, let me Selenium. Actually, Selenium. Not 1 minute. Selenium versus Jest. Both tools used for testing web application, but they have different strengths and use cases. Okay, those Jest and Selenium are similar. Okay, they are saying, because I don't have an idea on Selenium, that's why I can't give a proper knowledge. But just go through some documentation about the Selenium. Okay, automation testing. Okay, yeah. But in my projects, we have used Jest for writing the automation test cases. Okay, Selenium, I heard like and a lot of things are there in testing. Lots of things are there. Okay? Unit testing will there. How many types of testing in the software? Okay, integration testing. Okay, unit testing is there. This is the smallest unit. And integration testing, regression testing, software testing, testing, smoke test. Okay, different kinds of things are there. But automation testing also have different types actually. Okay, automation testing types. Yeah, this is. I'll find the better thing. So it is just including all the testings in the software industry, not, but we should know unit testing and Baba, I'm not able to recollect that test. Oh, one minute. Many types of automation testing. Not this. I think everything is under cover of automation testing. Okay, there are majorly two things, if I'm not wrong: functional testing, non-functional testing. Okay, and functional testing have different again subsections, and the non-functional testings have again sub. Okay, smoke test, integration test, regression test, security test, performance test, acceptance are different kind of things. Unit testing, I'm not getting that exact information. Okay, I will let you know in next section. Okay, I will explain all categories of testing, functional, non-functional, or importance of those sections. Okay. Selenium used for web scraping. Actually, I don't know what is web scraping. Maybe testing team people can explain that better. At least I will try to find some person who knows testing very well. Okay, at least I used Jest and React testing library, so that up to that I can explain. But remaining things, at least I can understand, and I will explain to you at least a basic idea. Yeah. Any other questions? So remember one thing: if you don't do practice, if you don't write, if you just copy paste now, it will be gone. It will just evaporate like water. Okay, in summer. So if you just do practice, you will remember. Otherwise, it's very difficult. Yeah. Now finally, tell me, understood everyone? Unmute and tell me. Unmute and tell me, understood or not?
Yes or no?
Everyone. So go on, do practice. That's a simple thing. Okay. Varun, you want to say something? Varun, no project లో జాయిన్ అయ్యావా? No, right?
లేదు సార్ ఈరోజు ఫస్ట్ డే సార్.
ఈరోజు ఫస్ట్ డేనా? ఓకే. You can just send me a mail to svje.naren@gmail.com. Okay. So we are doing some projects, right?
ఓకే సార్.
svje.naren@gmail. If you are interested, okay. Then because you can participate in the project development so that you can learn a lot. Okay. Thank you, team. It's already 3 o'clock, and tomorrow we are going to learn what is test suite and what is importance of React testing library, how we can test React applications. Okay. For that, at least please, whatever we have discussed today, please do practice so that it will be easy for tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, and see you tomorrow again. Bye bye.